this should be the last one I do tonight. Of course, I said that last week, and I think I missed like 3 people, something like that. So I'm probably going to do a quick run through my timeline here after I finish this one, make sure I didn't leave anyone off. But this one's an important one. This is someone who I'm actually a really big fan of. I guess personally slash professionally, however you want to put it, was actually turned on to this lady from a fellow, I guess, co-follower, followee, Nick Gibson, who kind of turned me on to the writing she was doing on a couple websites, primarily around the horror genre. Definitely goes past that, but that's kind of her forte and kind of what she's really into, which obviously appeals to me directly. But I am talking, of course, about Miss Alice Stassi. If you don't know this name, you should get to know this name because she is actually, and I don't say this stuff lightly, she is actually one of the best writers I have seen on the web, especially in who kind of focuses on that whole horror genre thing, an almost encyclopedic knowledge of Italian giallo films, which are kind of like slashers for those who aren't in the know of what that actually means. He just knows everything about them. Hammer horror, 70s, 60s, the classics. And not only has seen them, but can very intelligently write about them, get to the core of what they're kind of saying beneath all the violence. One of the first pieces I read by her, she runs a blog called The Pineal Eye, Pineal. Definitely look it up because there's some really good pieces there. One of the first ones I read was kind of like a deconstruction of Darren Aronofsky's Black Swan, and it was probably the best piece of analysis and slash, I guess, reviewing that I had ever read on that movie, which is an absolutely fantastic movie that came out last year for those of you who haven't seen it. Not really a horror movie, but definitely has the tropes of a horror movie. So the analysis was really, really well done. And every piece that I've read of her since, she kind of dabbles on movies.com, and I think she does some things for MTV's movies thing. She used to write for Cinematical before that website just took a freaking nosedive into awful town. Not because the website was bad or run by bad people, but because Ariana Huffington is a giant bitch. Period. So... anyway, everyone should be following Alice Stassi if you like movies at all. I mean, really intelligent woman with really, really cool views on horror. Really smart stuff. So I cannot recommend this person enough. I'm very, very flattered that she even mentioned me in a Follow Friday. She's got like 2,500 followers. This is actually a professional writer. It's not like she's just a fan. I mean, obviously she's a fan, but this is someone who I have a lot of respect for in a professional sense. She's just good at what she does. Very smart, very fun to talk to. Great conversations can be had about films, but you have to know your stuff. This is not a woman you want to talk about how great Pirates of the Caribbean was to, because she'll probably eat your soul. I'm going to go ahead and promise that she eats souls. Maybe not. But anyway, her Criterion title... appropriately enough, I actually just had a brief discussion about this film before I even did this, and I already had it planned. But for Miss Allison, her Criterion title, Diabolique, also known as Les Diaboliques, which means the devils in French. That's also kind of a double thing for a Ken Russell movie, which she recently revealed she still has on VHS tape. That one of her ex-ninja assassin portal jumping boyfriends was able to stole her DVD copy, so all she has left is VHS. That Ken Russell film is amazing, but Diabolique, the movie I just held up, this one right here, is amazing. Yes, it's still in the wrapping. I know sometimes I do that, but I'm planning on swapping that one out for the recently reissued version on Blu-ray. It has a much better transfer than this one. This is one of the original Criterion ones that has, no anamorphic, none of that stuff. So Diabolique is probably one of the best horror films ever made. Super twisty, super turny, super intense. You will be guessing throughout the entire movie, and this was made in 1960. I think even Hitchcock said that it was the one movie that he had wished he could have made. Much like how Brian Wilson went into a deep depression after hearing Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. I'm pretty sure Alfred Hitchcock went into a deep depression after seeing Diabolique and realizing that it was better than a lot of the stuff that he had done. So if you're making Hitchcock jealous, good freaking lord, people. Anyway, this has gone on to almost 6 minutes, so I'm going to cut this really short. But you should give her a follow. Absolutely worth it. Get her up to 3,000 if at all possible. And give her shout-outs. Talk to her about films. She's just a great person to talk to, and you can learn a lot from reading her stuff on the Pineal Eye and all of her articles she does freelance. So, Allison, thank you so much for the follow. I greatly appreciate it. I've gotten a couple really cool people just from you recommending me that I'm learning more about who they follow and getting more into this whole thing. So once again, A+. This is the longest video I've ever recorded. I hope you don't feel like I'm just being overly blubbery and praiseworthy. But seriously, I do seriously appreciate the follow. It means a lot for someone who started off as a fan of your writing. So thanks very much. I will be seeing you later. Hope you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.